Hey guys.
All right, folks, Running Price is celebrating, I believe, 35 years of the band with a live release, live record. This is a video from a live performance in Lycabettus.
I actually don't know where that is.
I have no idea. I'm assuming it's in Greece. Just an assumption.
Just an assumption? Yeah,
Just an assumption.
You're right.
By the way, if I was a band performing in Greece for the first time, you know, like bands come on stage like, Athens, how are you feeling tonight? I wouldn't do that. I would come out and I would say, Oikos, Georgios Karagounis, yeah! That would be me. You know, the Greek Robert De Niro. That's how I used to refer to him.
So what was Mitroglou?
Dude, Mitroglou looks nothing like Robert De Niro.
I know, but what was
Georgios Karagounis does.
I know, but what was he? Well, who is he the Greek of?
I think Mitroglou, if there was a Greek mob, he would be the consigliere.
Yeah, he would.
He would totally be the consigliere. Let's face the facts.
Dude.
And the hitman would be Katsouranis. Katsouranis had that hitman look. I mean, he once during a game, he almost beat up Louison. And they were on the same team, for those of you that don't know. So, anyhow, massive respect for all of those Greek guys that play for Benfica. Benfica has a long tradition of Greek players.
Yeah. Samaris,
Fises, Katsouranis, Karagounis, Mitroglou. Like, man, we've had our fair share of Greeks there. Anyhow,
and now we have a bunch of Turks.
Yeah, you know,
so,
we're equal opportunists. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're trying to.
Well, we couldn't have them on the same team, so we had to like.
That would have been quite difficult.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been something very hard to manage to have them both on the same team. But anyways, we're here now to check out this video. I'm not gonna try to pronounce the name of the song. Let's just click play and see what happens. All right. Holy shit, that looks badass, dude.
Δαιμόνων Βρώσις!
Wow, man, that is fucking cool. I think that was one dude.
say blame, I say blame. I am thine, and thou art mine. I am thine, thou art
That's exactly what I say after I have some Oikos. Fuck yeah! Before I was lactose intolerant. Now I say fuck yeah, but for different reasons.
Kiss the frog.
Wow. Definitely in Greece.
Wow, did you see the place?
Looks amazing.
Looks amazing. Like,
It's like one of those old recital places, whatever. I don't know what do you call that shit.
you know, when you said that, it reminded me of in Norseman when they're trying to make the auditorium to do the plays and
Yeah,
shit.
that's kind of what that is. It had all the seating.
It's
You
like
know what I mean?
it's like a coliseum
No, when people think of the Colosseum, they think of Rome.
of Rome.
This is not a Colosseum. It's like the part there
What, did
where...
they do that shit in Greece?
No. They did the baths. Or is that in Turkey? The Turkey, they did the baths, right?
I don't know about that.
Anyways,
I think,
in Greece,
I
they
think in Rome
philosophize.
also they did the baths. I think Greece they did the baths too.
I think they did baths everywhere.
I
Let's
think
face
they
the
did
fact.
baths everywhere.
I think
yeah.
back then, baths was a thing.
Baths with men, women, all that.
Yeah, all the titty bits out there, whatever.
Exactly.
Fuck. Anyways, reminds me of Naked and Alone. So,
Especially Naked and Afraid.
yeah, I was just gonna
But-
say, like, it was like those places where they would have like philosophy battles between them, like Socrates and Plato going at it, like in terms
the
of who
Pokemon battle.
in terms of who
Go
philosophizes
Plato!
in terms of who philosophizes harder, who goes harder in the philosophies. If I think, therefore I am, and if I meddle, therefore I exist. Whatever. I mean, I'm just like an ignorant Canadian.
Yeah, when I take a plucked chicken into a place and I'm like, here you go, man.
What?
You know what you know? It's like some I can't remember the whole story. I don't know if it was played. It was one of the Greek guys, one of those Greek guys with the nice beards, nice hair, and the chest full of hair. Hair
You're pretty much
everywhere.
describing like every Greek person
Yeah, with some gold
that ever
on
existed.
them, gold on them. It was one of those guys. There was a saying, something about kind of comparing like
Fasolas, was that his name?
I don't know, comparing like beasts to men or whatever. So I think it was Plato went into like an auditorium full of and just like to make fun of them, he had a chicken with no feathers on it, and he's like, "You see a man," like just to make fun of them. Someone maybe will know the whole story. Please put it in the comments. I'm only remembering bits and pieces of it now. But
He's no Plato,
I'm no Plato. But what I do remember is it's funny as fuck.
and I'm no Socrates either.
Yeah, both the philosopher and the football player.
Yeah, both of them.
Actually,
Both the Brazilian
the
footballer and the
three,
Greek philosopher.
and the Greek football player. So Socrates Papasatopoulos,
Yeah, not to be confused with Yannis Papadopoulos, also Greek.
also Greek. Greece has given us some great things.
Oh, it's the birth of civilization.
Is it?
What do you mean, is it? It's a well-known fact that Greece is the birth of civilization, as we know it. Obviously, aliens did it all. We know that. But besides the
So you think
the shit that aliens
You
did,
think Greeks came from a different planet, and they came here and they
they
took
were way
over?
more advanced than anybody else were in that time frame. They invented everything. It's the birth of civilization.
Was Achilles Greek? I think Achilles was,
I don't remember if Achilles was Greek or not.
or was he from Constantinople?
I don't know. Maybe he was.
I need to refresh
was it-
myself on some of that.
I need
history.
to dive a little bit deeper
I
into
just
that
remember
Mediterranean
watching-
history
I just
instead
remember,
of
I think
cuisine.
he was Greek because I remember watching also Family Guy, and it was like Achilles, and then he's like, "What's your my weakness is my Achilles tendon. What about you, testicles?" I don't want to talk about it.
Funny enough, Romans had names very similar to the Greeks.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways,
Pontius
well,
Pilate.
Greece was part of the Roman Empire anyway, so. Pontius Pilate. Well, I don't think he sounds Greek at all, but okay.
He was a pilot. He was a pilot, but he was before his time.
Yeah, He was definitely a pilot. He definitely piloted some...
Bickus Dickus?
Oh yeah, but he was Roman. Bickus Dickus was
Yeah,
Roman.
but that could be a Greek name too.
Yeah, I think it's more Ecclesiastics is more of a Greek name, I think.
Ecclesiastic?
I don't know.
Sophocles.
Sophocles. All right, we've had enough fun with this. Let's move on. So, by the way, Rotting Christ is going to be at Inferno. I'm going to see them there. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning of the video. I did. They're on a tour with Behemoth, and Behemoth is also performing there. And Satyricon. What a fucking tour in Europe.
Dang.
Holy shit. And all three bands are actually performing there. So I'm going to get to see that tour, but not in a tour format, in a festival format. Looking forward to seeing Saki's there. Haven't seen him in 2 years, 3 years, something like that, since the last time they played Toronto.
Yeah.
I think it's been that long. So anyways, thank God for Rotting Christ and their music. This live video, I really hope this live album was all recorded and filmed there, and there's a DVD part of the package, because some of those aerial shots...
They're great. Great.
That's a total throwback to like Obama when he was like bombing shit with the drones, and you see those views from above. That's some fucking drone footage.
Primetime Obama.
This is primetime Obama, like drone footage. As far as drone footage is concerned, this shit is like primetime Obama. Let me tell you, we haven't seen drone footage since then. It's been a while. This is quality shit.
When I go on Twitter, I see a lot of drone footage of
the quality is not there. Not like this.
I don't know
is
about
4K.
that. That shit's funny as fuck.
This is
no
4K.
offense, but that shit is hilarious. Watching, being on Twitter and watching the war in Ukraine, although it is a terrible conflict, watching the drones go after the Russians and the North Koreans that are there, especially the North Koreans. It's some of the funniest shit I think I've ever seen in my life. Like they try running in circles to seeing if the drone will catch them, but it just kind of goes in the middle of the circle and blows the like that. I don't that shit. That whole conflict. I feel like I forgot it was not forgot, but I feel like the news doesn't talk about it anymore. So Twitter is the only place you can really see shit.
Twitter is a cesspool right now. Anyhow, moving on.
Some of those are Prime Obama. Some of those are Prime Obama. The North Korean ones are the Prime Obama ones.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Like I said, terrible conflict, and
it's just not with as great video quality. Let's face the facts.
Very true.
Not as good quality. By the way, the whatever you call that thing, I don't know the name of that thing. I don't know. It's
what like the call? It's like a call. It's the Parthenon. I don't know. Fuck.
Oh, the Greek Parthenon. Maybe that is like the.
I don't think it is.
So, anyways,
I don't see Medusa.
It reminds me of me calling Andy a Greek Parthenon statue. Baby Gab called. They want their shorts back. Anyhow, those are deep cuts. You guys are not gonna get those jokes. It's totally fine.
They're deep cuts. They're also inside jokes.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna get those. So anyhow, I really like also the lights. They had the lighting on the aisles, so that gave it, like, when the aerial view came in, it gave it a really cool aerial view. But the whole thing is just phenomenally recorded. I really like the video, the aesthetics of it, especially those faraway shots where you see like tons, like you really get to see how many people were there for the show, and then in comparison to the rest of the town, because everything is dark around it, but it's just light
the show
there.
is still there. Like, yeah, it's still like
it's freaking cool, man.
Yeah, dude, it's like doing it in It's like when you see those far away perspectives of like the Champions League final, where you see all like the fireworks, or just like how big and lighting the stadium is compared to the rest of the town. It's like seeing that but concert form, and I feel like it sticks out even more, being that it's like very historical looking, like site. Plus the light shines out of it very bright, like
the sound sounded phenomenal. By the way, I was talking when
dude, there's places in Toronto that sound like shit compared to that. What the hell?
It's not easy to get good sound in these places. I'm telling you, and this is what I was going to say really quick now. When Septic Flesh was in Toronto on their last tour, I was talking to their tour manager, who also does like a lot of their sound and stuff, and they did a live concert with the orchestra at the Athens, what do you call it? Parthenon. Let's just fucking go.
The place.
The place where the ruins are and whatever. And he said, first of all, they couldn't have it at louder than a certain sound because it could affect like the
Yeah,
architecture of the
yeah.
place, because you don't want like a fucking rock tipping off and then the whole fucking thing crumbling down and whatever. So it was really hard to do the mixing for the sound, for the band to sound half decent,
Yeah, 'cause it's
and
like,
not be at a
Okay,
certain
play it
level.
out, dude. Let me hold on one of the pillars.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
vibrating.
shit,
Like
it's
you gotta
vibrating.
lower,
You gotta
lower that shit. Like
Lower that shit.
instead of turning it all the way to 11, we turn it all the way
It's
to
not
3.
like when you're doing actual audio, because when you're doing audio and like
Plus, there's nothing for the audio to bounce off of.
yeah, but when you're doing audio like interfaces and stuff like this, a lot of the times when you have like a note or whatever, and it's really loud, it'll clip on the amp. It'll clip. And it'll have like either a red button or whatever, but it's gonna clip. So from there you can turn it down, or from the instrument you can turn it down. But it's that's easy to notice when you have something like that where you have to be very fucking careful. That you're not gonna be able to tell what the clip is unless you hold the fucking wall and like, okay, it's vibrating. Okay, it's vibrating enough where we can get through a whole set. It's vibrating too much. Like, that's hard as fuck.
Yeah, he said it was a nightmare. Because also, like, you still have to make the sound potent enough that the people can hear
it in the back, too.
In the back,
Yeah.
they can hear it and sounds good, so that the band doesn't sound all muffled.
That's crazy.
So, like, he said
That
it was
shit's crazy.
like they did it once. He's like, I hope we never do it again, because not that it wasn't cool or whatever. It's just that from a logistics standpoint, sound wise, it's an absolute nightmare.
It's a cool one-off.
Yeah. But
It's a very cool
it's
one-off.
not easy to do, and this is not easy either, because you're playing to the audience that's there in front of you, but then this whole thing is oval, and it goes up the stands.
Well, dude, it would be like doing a concert in the Rome, like the Colosseum in Rome.
I think that might be a little bit easier,
'Cause-
because at least the sound the sound can travel outside because it's all covered. This is outdoors; it's all open. There's nothing to
The
cover.
Colosseum is open. There's
Open
no-
at the top, but there's walls around it. If you're at the bottom of the
but
Colosseum,
there's big fucking holes in the walls that have like windows. Like they didn't have
It's
glass
Parmesan
back then.
cheese.
They didn't have glass back then.
yeah. But I honestly, I feel like, fuck, Bruce Lee shot a fucking movie there, so I think it's a little bit easier to pull it off.
Bruce Lee shot a movie, dude. They didn't need like a decibel counter for Bruce Lee.
Oh, that's what you think? Those.
Those were all done afterwards.
I don't know, man. Him and Chuck Norris, that fight, it's one of the most iconic fights in
They don't
movie
actually
cinema ever.
They, I don't know because I keep seeing shit. I don't know whether like all that stuff. They don't actually talk like during the fight scenes, or there's no talking. It's all done in the studio, and then they
Yeah.
overdub
But
it.
the that fight, like, it was so physical that it was not like they didn't touch one another. They actually, I mean, they weren't full on fighting, but some of the punches and kicks and whatever, they were actually hitting.
Yeah.
So
But Chuck Norris is
he's a beast, man. He's in beast mode in that.
even now. Have you seen what he looks like now?
No, I haven't seen him lately.
He's still
He's
I
still
don't
Chuck
know.
Norris.
He's still Chuck. Yeah. The day Chuck Norris dies, death
Fuck.
dies. Death
Yeah.
dies.
Chuck Norris doesn't die; he just retires.
He retires from living.
Yeah, exactly. He retires from living.
He leaves
doesn't
his
die.
body here because he's like, this old piece of shit's slowing me
I'm
down.
gonna fuck some people up in somewhere else. Yeah, in a different dimension. So anyhow, are we good here?
Yeah.
This is good, man. It's
This
been
is
a long
good.
time since we've done some Rotting Christ on the channel. So, all right, and we had some complaints on the comment section saying that we're not giving Rotting Christ any love.
Oh, they're going to say that, does this son ever let you talk? Or does
No,
he
it's
always
the other
talk
way
over
around.
you? No. Look in the, fuck, what video is it? The last Behemoth video.
Oh, somebody said that you
Someone
never
said
let
I
me
keep
talk.
talking over you.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Normally it's the other way around. Anyways, we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.